Hello everybody and welcome along to round 4 of our WTCR series here at RRLeagues. The EU Challenge, run over 6 rounds, 11 races, 3 races each round apart from our last race at the Nordschleife, which will be one epic endurance race to finish the series off. This is round 4 however. That is Carlos Guerra. 10 points if you can guess where we are from that pit lane shot. 20 points if you can guess where we are from that shot. But it should become a little bit more easy as we progress around the track. Pavel Mukin in here. We are indeed at the A1 ring, the Österreich ring, the Red Bull ring, all of those. But not the Red Bull ring as you know it. We are on the shorter track today, the Sud track, the South track, which is basically the main straight. In fact, let's go around with Pavel as he shows us how to. Not from that camera, I don't like that camera, I don't like that, just stick with the TV. So, as we know, down the hill, up the hill, into turn 1, make a lot of curb on the outside there, run it over, don't go too far over that sausage curb, then you'd normally run right the way up to turn 2 up the hill through the correct, but we're not doing that this time. We take a little right hand link road here, and then you're back onto, literally the back half of the circuit, literally halfway through the lap. Come round and then you see we're down into the final 2 corners from there, so it's a really quick lap, sub 1 minute. In there through that penultimate corner, and we'll come now down through the final corner again. Watch that sausage on the inside. There he goes, quickest in practice, Pavel Mukin, one of our Raceroom superstars. He crosses the line for start a quick lap. Billingham's through, there we go, 53.7. Not a bad start, 53.6 from Carlos Guerra. And there go the time starting to ramp up. Remember, these guys, in most of the track so far, have been within a second. Even at Brno, a 2-minute lap, they were within a second of each other, about the first 12 or 13 or so. And you were there for the last race, or the last meeting rather, the last 2 races. You'll know that just how quick these guys are, how closely matched they are. Pavel's a little bit out on his own as an outlier. He is our resident alien, and fully expect him to do well in race 1. But race 2 is a whole different ball game. Have those reverse grids, don't forget. First 15 will be reversed. Worked really well for Marcel Lecken last time out. Went on from the back of the grid to claim, well, from the back of the grid to the front of the grid, and ran away from the field to claim his first win with RRLeagues last time out at Brno. Great race from him. Much champagne was drunk. But yeah, those reverse grids can really mix it up for the guys at the back, because Magnus Schmedegaard, who won race 1, started race 2 from 15th on the grid, and in fact finished 16th. And there was no mistakes or accidents in that. That was literally how tough it was racing back there, the back of the grid. So race 2 not so easy for the quick guys. Race 1 so they can all sort themselves out. There you can see Mukin in here already 2 tenths up. Purple. Can he bust his cherry over the line? 3 plums. There we go. 2 tenths up. 53.1 for him. Goes 2.5 tenths ahead of Guerra, Fillingham, Schmedegaard, Britain, Obradovic there. Who's just popped in a time there? Tom Kohonen. In time, Ralph Varela, Ryan Leach, Alex Koshikov, Ryan Pavlicek, Radek Pavlicek. I've only been here 2 years, should know that by now. Radek's in there down in 12th to 13th. Bergsma, he'll be improving from there. Yeah, we're not calling you King Carrots. Daniel Jensen, I think, isn't it? Daniel Jensen. We'll go with Jensen. Find him. Where is he? Damien Jensen. There we go. So yeah, we'll be changing that. So Damien's down there 15th, Wicklander 16th, Grassin Moscasel 17th, Matty Clark down there 18th. Travis Rodriguez, good to see Travis on the grid down there in 19th. Got 23 in the server as we speak. Clive Britton currently leading the championship, don't forget, after 2 wins last few rounds. Well, he is unfortunately had a bit of an issue at the start of race 1 last time out. His internet gave way, but as his internet gave way, he did cause an incident at the beginning of race 1. And our rules say that because of that and the DNF, he's required to sit out of qualifying for this round. So he is the outlier. He'll be the one starting at the back of the grid trying to make his way through. And it's possible that if he doesn't make his way through, because we know how difficult it is racing, we'll see him probably near the front of the grid for race 2. So it may all work out for Clive in the end. His rather sandbaggy plan to make us all believe that he's got shit internet may all just be a ruse as he goes on to win 2. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge in around half an hour or 40 minutes or so, as that looks like Andre Bergsma having an argument with the sausage. As Daniel Jensen goes on to complete the full lap when he needs to complete the short lap back in the pits. Let's go on board. Let's find somebody who's about to start a lap that we can actually see through their windscreen. Here we go. Here's Cy Finningham. He's always good for a crash now and again. Let's go on board with Cy, see if we can curse him. So here we go. Run over the start-finish line under the gantry there. Go up the hill and brake about 70-80 metres into this corner. Take as much of that curb on the inside as you dare. Don't let your inside tyres touch the sausage or you'll lose the lap. Up under this gantry, right, really get onto this right hand curb here, even put it on the grass and then straighten it up to bite the left hand curb and then run it out wide, keep the pace through, up the slight incline, the blind approach into the penultimate corner, push it really wide on the outside there, bite that inside curb, so I've missed it there, there we go, and then down through that final curb again, missed that apex, or hit the apex but missed the sausage, let it run wide, not too wide though, and you'll go on to start another lap. So that's as quick as it is here at Red Bull tonight. The Red Bull ring seems to appear in a lot of championships and a lot of series. I'm guessing the reason for that is it's such a good track. Speaking of good tracks as well, by the way, if you get any echoes of the Adjustment Bureau through the commentary tonight, I have my mother staying with me to this weekend. God love her. Great to have her with me, but she is as deaf as a post, so it is on in the commentary booth next to us. And she's got the volume up at about maximum +10. So yeah, if you do hear my future wife Emily Blunt coming through the commentary tonight, that's what it is. She's not in the room with me, she's in the Adjustment Bureau next door, so apologies if you hear that coming through. Better lap for Cy that time. No, it wasn't. It's only just started today. Has he had too much TV time, do you reckon? Well, he's made it through turn 1, so let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see how long he can hang on this one for. So here we go again. Up to 2, under the gantry. We can get right, really get over this inside curb. Take grass. And then take grass here as well. At least get it on the AstroTurf. And then pace through there. Don't touch the gravel. That will slow you down all the way up here and into this penultimate corner. I think it's his classed as turn 5 on this track. Bite that apex, that's better from Simon Finningham. Don't run too wide, that's better. Slow it down. Bite that inside curb, run wide, that's much better from Cy Finningham. Just lost a little bit of drive there on the exit of the final corner, but this might be an improvement. It's going to be tight. 4.36, there we go. Pushes him all the way up to 4th on the grid. Glad we hung with him now. That's what you don't want to do, as Cy's done there. That's going to give you a disqualified lap. Well done, Cy. It's a lap of a quick lap of the shorter A1 ring tonight. Who else can we go and find? Let's go and find David Dorr in the Megane. Mike Stofmeel RS. Some different line from the guys tonight. You can see David doesn't take those curvy lines. Not just be how the Renault handles, but obviously not affecting his time. Only 2/10 off it in sector 1. Really lovely move through there. Oh, in front gets that. Ah, Oh, that might have just upset David, and he's not 10 seconds quicker, don't worry. Just escaped to the pits. David Dorr, he remains in 5th position. Here's Alex Kostyakov about to start a lap, so we'll come back to him in a lap. Bergsma's on one, but a bit off the pace there, Bergsma. Really half a second down through sector 1. As traffic as we thought might be an issue. 22 cars on track with 5 in the pits right now, so 23 will be taking part, but on a 52-second lap, 22 TCR cars, finding some kind of room not be easy. Look at that, all the way down to 20, all within a second of each other, even on this short lap. Good to see Magnus getting within a 1/10.5 of Pavel, who can he's in a different league, I think. Well, no, he's in this league, but you know what I mean. We go through 6 viewers watching. That's awesome. Well done, guys. 1 like. So 5 of you are pretty pissed off with what you're watching. So if that's the case, sorry, it's not the case. Give us a thumbs up. Yeah, come on. Berg's on a better lap this time. Needs one as well. Come on, Andre. Can he do under half a second? He can. Which is now only up to 7th, so decent lap from Bergsma, but just losing a bit of time in the 1st, 2nd and 3rd sectors there, so they will be looking to improve. Still 3 minutes to go, so they've still got a few laps they can get in here with it being such a short lap. Tom Cahonen finds himself all the way back here in 12th, and this isn't going to be an improvement either. I know there's only 6 corners here, but it does take a little bit of time just to get the actual right line through a lot of them. Obviously turns 1 here, 4, 5 and 6. Oh, look at that, there we go. That just shows you what you can do if you hit the sausage. Show who that was in the background, but it was a big bang, that's for sure. I think it might have been Gerasimos Cassell. No. James Rodriguez? No. No. Who it was in? But somebody went into the barrier at a great rate of knots. Looked like a Cooper, to be honest, but I think all the Coopers are one of the brown Coopers. Anyway, who knows? Let's go and find. There's Obradovic. Good showing from Bocky in his first race, or his first meeting with RRLeagues last time out. Involved in that midfield battle with all Dorr and the likes of Finningham. Who else was in there? Bergsma, Arella. So good showing from Bocky first time out. Got a lap in here as well. 2-wheel corner. Not the worst thing, but it just stops you getting drive out of that corner. It would hurt more if they did it all the way up the straight there, but fortunately they're on the brakes within a few seconds. Turn 2. And they're through 3. This is turn 4. See, half a second down in that first sector because of that 2-wheel stuntman-esque move. We're there. Not too bad. That'll allow him to get drive down the hill, but yeah. But obviously we'll have one more attempt. We'll go back to Bocky later. Who were we looking at earlier? We were going to go. Oh, Mikael Kasprink's on a move, and he's missed this lap. So that's the end for Kasprink. He won't get another lap in. So Mikael Kasprink will start down in 10th. Good to see him back in the server though. Missed last week's race. Check. In front of him, he's about to put a lap in. Where's that going to put him? Was 15th, moves him up to 11th, just behind Kasprink on the grid. Now the top 20 are within 8/10 of each other. Race Rodriguez there at the back, just not struggling, just a lot of good drivers tonight. Matty Clark down there as well with us, so good to have those two with us. And I say every chance if they can get into the top 15 in that reverse grid race. But as it stands, Pavel Mukinin will take pole position from Schmedegaard. Those two on the front row. Dorr Britain Jim, that is, on row 2. Bergsma and Guerra, row 3. Finningham Morella, team 77 there, blocking out row 4. Koshikov, Kaspring on row 5. 11th is Pavlicek. 12th is Kohonen. Sel, Lecken, Obradovic, Ryan Leach, and Wicklander, Colin Barker, Rick Binnersley, Travis Rodriguez, and Matty Clark. So the guys now will just get their fuel ready for the race. Not a difficult calculation. They've done this before. I know where they are. Getting into race mode. 23 people to get into the server. Start lining up on the grid. Lincoln Co there on the right hand side, number 100 on his windscreen. Guard there on the left hand side in the RS. Weapons start to populate the grid. There we go, they're all on the grid. The red lights are flashing. As soon as they go off, it's starting. Have a look where we go. Holding them for a while. On lights, come on lights, where are you? There they go, they're out. Mukinin gets away well from Schmedegaard and Dorr. Jim Britton there in the Astra there. Good to see Opel Astra up there in 4th position, but they're all through. I say they're all through. Let's just have a look at the back of the grid. Lecken climbs over the inside curb there, but everyone's managed to make it through very well. But up front, Mukinin already through turn 2, followed by Schmedegaard, Dorr, Britton, Guerra, Bergsma, Fillingham, Morella, Koshikov. There is Koshikov further back in the field. All gets a bit tight through there, but good racing from them all. Britain already up to 20th from the back of the grid. But they're all good through there. So as they go across the line, Mukinin leads on lap 1 from Schmedegaard, from Dorr, Britton, Guerra, Bergsma, Orella, Koshikov, Fillingham, Kaspering, Kohonen, Pavlicek, Cassell, Lecken, Obradovic, Leach, Barker, Wicklander, Britton, Binnersley, Damien, Matty Clark and Travis Rodriguez. Damien Jensen, of course. Mukinin already building up a second or so lead. Further back though, this is Orella. Got Koshikov, Fillingham and Kaspering behind him. Always good to go on board with one of them. Let's have a look who's in the back of that queue somewhere. Let's try Tom Kohonen. He's got Pavlicek right behind him and Cassell, but up front he's got Kaspering and Fillingham in front of him. And in front of those two, Koshikov and Orella. So they all go through, nibbling that inside curb, bouncing around. That won't help their suspension. At that sight, that's wonderful, but Mukinin still leads 1.2 now ahead of Schmedegaard, Dorr, Britton, Guerra, Bergsma, Orella and all the others wide there from Lecken as he goes through turn 1. He goes up onto the escape road and back onto the track. Kick up dust as they take that inside line through the curb. Only left-hander on the course come down and they're starting to pushing for positions now. That's Bergsma on the inside there of Koshikov. Made it through, so Bergsma up to 7th. Nice clean move on Koshikov. Now Bergsma will look at Orella and Guerra. Blimey, got Christian Aguilera driving tonight. So that's Carlos Guerra there. From Ralph Redder in the DHL car, Bergsma, Koshikov, Fillingham. Fillingham just loses out there on the inside to Kaspering, I think. Let's look at the inside of Fillingham here. He's got that one done, so it's a nice move from Kaspering, although Fillingham did kind of hand it to him on a plate. And now Kaspering will have a look further back at Koshikov. Championship leader Clive Britton up to 16th. His suit of some points tonight and a finishing position that will give him a decent attempt in race 2. There they go through. Up front, look at that. Pavel Mukinin nearly 2 seconds now ahead of Schmedegaard and Dorr. Those two who came second in the first race last time out at Renault. Those two are fairly much untouchable. That just shows you the pace of Mukinin up front. Schmedegaard and Dorr second, third. Britain's fourth. Nice showing tonight for Jim, considering he's done absolutely no practice for this. Carlos Guerra is there in fifth, and look at this. He's got Arella, Bergsman, Koshikov, Kaspering, him and Fillingham still going at it. But Fillingham's dropped back slightly there. I think must have got something wrong in turn 2. But Kaspering's away to battle with Koshikov in the green and yellow Cupra. Green and yellow, green and blue. I mentioned my colour blindness, no? There they go, 17 laps to go. Mukinin, Schmedegaard, Dorr, Britton, Guerra, Arella. Bergsma, Koshikov with Kaspering looking up the inside into one, pulls back in, thinks better of it, further back, 3 wide. Inside there's that Kohonen. That's Colin Barker. Barker in the sister Audi. Injured Ator. He's through there on Ryan Leach as well, so Colin Barker trying to make his way through the field. 16th, maybe looking for a decent starting position as well. They all start scuffing around about Wickland and Leach. Binnersley's back there as well. Damien Jensen, Lecken as well, winner of the last race at Renault there last time out, down in 21st in that brown Cooper there at the back. Matty Clark and Travis Rodriguez, the seconds behind these guys. Meanwhile, this is Guerra, Bergsman just behind him, and you can see Arella Kaspering, who's got ahead now of Koshikov, Kohonen, Fillingham, Sel, Obradovic. Guys are on a little bit of a train. Down here to turn 2. Overtaking is really into like turn 2 really, if they get it a little bit wrong or take a different line through 2, which they can all do. There's certain different lines to get more power on the exit. With you slightly open in some respects to an overtaking movement. That was further back. That was Kaspering, I think, looking down the inside of Arella. And then Obradovic as well. Sorry, not Obradovic, Koshikov as well. Having a little nibble at Arella. Suddenly Ralph finds himself being bunched up by the elbows out approach of Kaspering and Koshikov. Those two through. From Arella and Fillingham. Up front, Mukinin 2.2 ahead of Schmedegaard. He's 2.2 ahead of Dorr. Jim Britton desperately trying to hang on to them there in 4th. Guerra is in the lead of this battle with Bergsma. Kaspering desperately trying to catch them up. There goes Britton through. There's Guerra and Bergsma. This train here. Go back to, let's have a look at Obradovic. He's back in 13th. He's got Caselli in front of him. Homely in front of him. And look at all the traffic jam there as well. 2 Team 77 cars. Of Fillingham and Arella. Both there. To give you an idea of where they can overtake. Literally, got to send it somewhere. So, the moves will be tasty tonight because have to be if you want to start making your way through the field. Good through there. Fillingham up on the inside of Kohonen. Kohonen goes round the outside. That's Cassell as well in there with Fillingham. Fillingham running in the 11th. If you want an idea, go and have a look on YouTube. Search for Sim on TV. Get the VR view from Cy Fillingham as he drives round. Give your stream a quick like. I'd appreciate that. Just behind him, wish more people would go and have a look, so Simon will get a little bit more distracted. I am a line through, but as it is, Mukinin still leads from Schmedegaard, Dorr, Britton, Guerra, Bergsma, Kaspering, Arella, past Koshikov again. Arella up to 8th, Koshikov down to 9th, Kohonen 10th, runs wide there though. It's going to get, oh, big accident in the background. Was that Koshikov? I think it was, Alex Koshikov. Yep, into the wall. That'll damage your suspension. That car will be virtually impossible to drive, as you can see. And with 13 laps to go, he's going to have to make a visit to the pits, which is going to make his race ended. So the first victim of the sausage tonight. Oshikov, meanwhile, in Britain, fallen back into the clutches of Guerra and Bergsma now, and it's now become a four-way battle really for fourth. Britain, Guerra, Bergsma, Kasperink, and a bit of a gap then back to the recovering Arella. I say recovering because I'm punching the face from Kasperink there in an ultimate corner. Kasperink, Arella, Cahonen, Cassell, Fillingham, Obradovic. Clive Britton's up to 13th as he continues his fight through the field. He's 1.5 seconds behind Obradovic though, so I've still got some room to make up. He's got 12 laps to do it though, with plenty of time. Bergsma and Guerra, those two battled it out for the last 3 rounds rather. That is no different. Bergsma going around the outside there of Guerra. Guerra pushes him wide. Wasn't expecting Bergsma to carry quite as much speed through the final, that's penultimate corner, and through the final corner as well. Bergsma really being held up by Guerra here. Bergsma, Kasperink behind, waiting to take advantage of it. The two teammates there. Two Hyundais really working well round here today. Lincoln Co. Guerra just had a few difficult corners. In Britain up front, stopping all the fun as well. So Bergsma again goes round the outside of Guerra and gets it done. What a move by Andre Bergsma. Kasperink cheekily cuts the grass as well, has a go. Guerra says no to that one, and now it becomes a Hyundai sandwich. Who goes Britain, Bergsma, Guerra. In fact, I thought Guerra was defending them, but he wasn't actually attacking Bergsma through the final corner. That's just allowed Jim Britton a little bit of room there, half a second or so, back to Bergsma, Guerra and Kasperink. See all the time, Ralph Rella behind, getting a little bit closer. The guys behind sort themselves out. Rella, Cahonen, Cassell, Fillingham, Obradovic, Clive Britton in 13th. Now on the back of Obradovic already. Barker, Binnersley, Leach, Ensign, Wicklander, Lecken, Matty, Clark, Rodriguez. Radek Pavlicek finds himself down there in 22nd, as we saw Oshikov in a rather smashed up Upra back of the field. Guerra again defended from Kasperink. Kasperink goes wide looking for a better corner through here, nudges Guerra as he carries more speed. Trying to concentrate as I hear Emily Blunt giggling in the background. Oh my god. Anyway, here we go. Bergsma now right up behind in Britain. Oh, this is going to be tight for Kasperink. Yeah, I thought so. A bit of a Verstappen move there, and Guerra having none of it. Now it's just around Arella to punch Kasperink back in the face and gets back through. So Arella up to 7th, past Kasperink 8th. Opponent there in the Leopard Audi in 9th. Just trying to get hold of them. But meanwhile, up front, look at this. Serenely on his way, Pavel Mukinin. 9 laps to go. 4 seconds there ahead of Schmedegaard and Dorr. It looks pretty quiet and calm out here, doesn't it? And there's no cars about. So there's those three. And then look at all that going on in the background. Jim Britton runs up to turn 1. Andre Bergsma on the inside. Who's going to eat sausage at this one? No one. Bergsma's through. Oh, he's gone wide. He braked late. He's gone wide. That's allowed Jim Britton back up the inside. Bergsma might get a little slowdown for that, which he'll have to serve at some point. Jim Britton's through. He's driving from Jim. Well, that wasn't. That'll cost him all the way down the straight. Bergsma will climb onto the back of him along here. Jim pushes it wide to go for a better move through here. He does leave Bergsma space. That's fair play from Jim. You ain't going to leave him space on this one, though, let me tell you. There we go. bites the apex. Bergsma really bites the apex, and now Guerra's getting interested, and now Arella's getting interested, and now Kasprink's getting interested, and behind like Kahonen's got a shout as well. 5 of them, 5 wide. Here we go, Britain, Bergsma, Arella. Guerra's got past Arella, sorry, there we go. That is Guerra in the Lincoln Co, the side Lincoln Co. And it is now a 6-way battle. Kahonen's got on the back of it. So Britain, Bergsma, Guerra, Arella, Kasprink, Kahonen all fighting over 4th place. First 3 pretty much sorted. Mookin and Schmedegaard and Dorr all sped out by about 5 or 6 seconds. There's another 6 seconds back to Jim Britton and all the cars behind him. Going back in the background, I think that's Clive Britton making his way. Going to make his way past Cassell, and he does. So he's already got past Fillingham, he's got past Cassell, Britton now up to 10th. He'll start trying to make that a group of 7 up in front. Britton, Bergsma tries again into turn 1. The 2 of them come together. This time Bergsma doesn't go wide, but Jim Britton gives him no room at all, and now Bergsma's lost a space or 2. Back to Guerra. Arella around the outside. Poor old Ralph, he's not used to racing like this, and it takes him 10 laps or so to realise that no one else gives a shit. And he has not to give a shit as well, so Arella's now getting into the space of mind space. Look at Bergsma shuffled all the way back to the space behind Kasprink within the space of 1 lap. Don't fight Jim Britton, that's what you get. This time Guerra's going to get it in the face from Jim. They come across the line, Mookin, Schmedegaard, Dorr, and then this battle, Britton, Guerra, Arella, Kasprink, Bergsma, Kahonen. Clive Britton desperately trying to hang, you see in the Alpha there, desperately trying to catch them. Opel Astra of Jim Britton. Riders a Bentley Continental right now. It's behind. Kasprink looks up the inside of Arella. Those 2 have been side by side for most of this. Let's go driver cam from Tom Kahonen's point of view. He's at the back of this group. That's poor old Bergsma in front of him. Arella in front of him. Kasprink. Yeah, they're all pretty much safe through there. In Britain is the cork here. He's going quick enough because the others can't get close to him. The only one that's really taken it to him so far is Bergsma. And Bergsma got a bloody... Oh, and in the background, Cy Fillingham. That's dangerous. That's him dead. Cy Fillingham out of this race, I should imagine, with that. So Team 77 down to 1 car. RIP Cy Fillingham. Look, Clive Britton has joined the party. Said he would. That's Kahonen now on the inside. Giving no room. Poor old Clive Britton has got no room here to move at all. Got a bodywork contract here. Good luck to them. Britton just runs out wide as 1 there as he goes past Kahonen. Meanwhile, look at the Guerra battle there. Wow, look at that. Guerra and Britton really taking it to each other. Kasprink on the back of Guerra. He wants to have a go at Jim Britton. All the time, Carlos Guerra's Lincoln Co. right there. Mookin, Schmedegaard, Dorr. Big gap. Britton, Guerra, Kasprink, Arella, Bergsma, Britton, Kahonen. Britton's got past Kahonen and Cassell. Past and Binnesi up to 12th. Nice driving from Rick Binnesi. Colin Barker there in 13th. Obradovic up to 14th. Jensen 15th. Wicklander 16th. Ryan Leach 17th. But Fillingham is not dead. He's still driving in 18th position. He has been resurrected. So he's down there in 18th. Marcel Lecken down there in 19th. Havlicek, Rodriguez, Oshikov is dead, but still going at the back of the field, as is Matty Clark as well. But this is the battle for 4th. 2 laps to go after this. Britton, Guerra, Asprink, Arella. Bit of a gap there back to Bergsma, Britton and Cahonen. Looks to be inside of Kasprink. Doing there though, back behind them though, Clive, Britton and Bergsma. This time Bergsma goes wide, Britton up the inside, and he'll get in the inside line into 2. So Britton, there is no qualification, remember, now up to 8th. Walton plays 15th. Nicholas Wicklander just taken off Damien Jensen back there. The battle for pole, the next race, is that close. Damien Jensen and Nicholas Wicklander battling for that last pole position, but the race is finished. Mukinin wins, Schmedegaard 2nd, Dorr 3rd, and then this. Britton 4th, Guerra 5th. Oh, close, Kasprink and Arella 5th and 6th and 7th rather. Britton makes up with 8th, night driving from him. It was Bergsma from Cahonen, Cassell, Binnensley, Obradovic, Colin Barker, and then in the battle for pole, Wicklander takes it, and poor old Damien Jensen's going to have to start 16th in race 2. Cy Fillingham brings home his broken Audi in 17th, following his 360 with triple Salco, and that's what he thinks of that. Didn't smash it up enough. Now it's gone. Ryan Leach back there in 18th, Pavlicek 19th, Lecken, Rodriguez, Koshikov are there at the back of the field. We'll just race for server 2. I'm just going to blow my nose because I've got a bit of hay fever. Once. Yeah. It's not on a Sunday night. So, short finishing position. Tom Cahonen just jumped into show. How you doing, man? That looked a bit exciting, a bit Larry. Oh, look, I'm on bloody push to talk again, aren't I? Sort that out. Hey, Tom, you all right, man?
Hello.
How was that?
It took a short break here, but that's why I'm here for a moment.
Yeah, how was that? Looked a bit Larry, a bit tight.
Yeah, very tight, and it will be probably very tight in race 2 as well. It's 5 seconds left, so yeah, but it will be tight in the second race as well. But it was cool with the top being in the top 10.
Yeah, good performance, man. Well done. We'll look out for you in race 2. Good luck.
All right, thanks, man.
Nice from Tom Cahonen to drop in there mid-race. We're just in for race 2. Difficult can it be? I had the password wrong. Hopefully we'll get there in time for the start. I'm on server. Still go. That's good news. Six of you watching, still 1 like on the video, or I'm only showing 1 like. Come on, guys, give us a thumbs up. Give the guys, don't give me a thumbs up, give the guys a thumbs up. That was awesome entertainment. Pavel Mukinin, look at that, starting 15th. Can I go on board with him? Watch his rise through the field. There we go, away, Wicklander. Let's just go and have a look at Nicholas Wicklander. He's not led a race at RRLeagues before, but he's about to now. Fair play, Nicholas, well done, son. Here's Mukinin into turn 1. That's Dorr and Schmedegaard. Oh, looks all gone wide. Arella up there as well. That's Obradovic, Barker. Wicklander still leads though. Fair play, Nicholas Wicklander. He's up and ahead. Ahead of Barker. Obradovic here in 3rd. Cassell 4th. Cahonen, Britton, Kasperink. Bergsma, Arella, Guerra, Britton, Dorr, Mookin, Schmedegaard, Fillingham, and Damien Jensen there back in 16th. But here we go. Look at it all kicking off at the back. I don't know where to watch in this race. It's going to be epic. Let's go with Pavel Mookin in the back. Let's not put any pressure on Nicholas as he leads over the line of lap 1. Half a second ahead of Colin Barker, Obradovic, Cassell, Cahonen, Britton, Kaspering, Bergsma, Arella, and then all of this lot. So actually at the back there you can see Mookin really getting a bit caught up, as we saw in the last time out with Schmedegaard. This time Britton, Mookin. Britton will give Mookin absolutely no room at all, and he gives him some room there on the inside actually. Mookin cuts across him, doesn't care. See the two Hyundais there, Kasprink and Bergsma going through. They're further up the field, but Mookin already up to 12th. Pushed his way past Britton. I think it was Schmedegaard there, got a little bit wrong, and that's given Mookin a bit of a challenge. Britton's going to have a look up the inside. In fact, he's through up already up the inside. And also having a look up there, David Dorr. Dorr's going to look up the inside of Mookin. Oh! Dorr keeps it up only because of Mookin's Lincoln Co. Acting as a little bit of a... And they don't go 3 wide through there, let me tell you. It's all getting a bit hairy back there. There's some stress, let me tell you. Awesome to watch, but look at this lot up here. That's Kaspering looking up the outside of... In fact, he's past Cassell. Or is he? Yes, he is. That's Clive Britton trying to get past Gerasimos Cassell as well in the Alpha. Clive Britton does not want Kaspering to get away as he pursues a victory here. But still, Nicholas Wicklander leaves over the line from Obradovic. Colin Barker 3rd. Tom Cahonen, heard from him in chat earlier, up in 4th. Kaspering chased him down in 5th from Clive Britton. Gerasimos Cassell, Bergsma, Arella, Guerra, Britton, Dorr, Mookin, Schmedegaard. Damien Jensen and Simon Fillingham going out heads and heads for 15th. Oshikov, Leach, Lecken, Clark, Pavlicek, Travis Rodriguez and Paul Rick Binnersley. And a few instances of 2nd off the back of the grid. Still, Wicklander leads. Obradovic, Barker and Cahonen and Gelator teammates 3rd and 4th. Kasprink in the Hyundai hunting them down in 5th. Britton in the Alpha hunting him down in 6th. They're past Cassell in 7th. Bergsman, the other Hyundai, in 8th, trying to get onto the back of them with Arella and Guerra. Mookin up to 12th. See him at the back of that grid behind in Britton. 2 McGann RS's back there of Dorr and Schmedegaard as well. And Dorr's having a look. Mookin here. Nothing doing. Mookin stays 12th, Dorr stays 13th, teammate Schmedegaard 14th. That's Carlos Guerra there ahead of Jim Britton. 2 Cyan Lincoln Co's. Front Obradovic, putting Wicklander under some pressure for the lead here. An ultimate corner. Wicklander just carrying a bit of speed through there to try and fend off Obradovic. Got it done though. Go for the final corner. Wicklander's through. Lead over lap 5 as well. Wicklander, Obradovic, Barker, Cahonen, Kasprink. That's Clive Britton looking up the inside. Kasprink into turn 1. Kasprink's going to run wide here. That's going to give Jim Britton a bit of a run into 2. 2 Leopard Audis in front though. Britton, look at that. Pushes past Kasprink. Cassell goes around the outside looking for some room. Oh wow! It all gets a bit metal on metal there. Kasprink and Clive Britton going side by side, but Britton's through on Kasprink. Mikael Kasprink has now got the bit between his teeth as Wicklander looks up the outside of him there. Wicklander's going to go around the outside. Bergsman looking up the inside of Wicklander. Follows his teammate through in the penultimate corner. No, it doesn't. Oh, it takes a big chunk of the inside corner, the final one. That's going to have suspension issues, that's for sure. Look at that, we've got a train of 15, all headed by Wicklander, Obradovic, Barker, Cahonen, Barker looks like the inside of Obradovic there, nothing doing, and in fact that's pushed him back slightly behind his teammate. Kohonen gets through, as does Jim Britton. Sorry, as does Clive Britton rather. Kaspering also through, so that just shows you make one mistake as you try for something here and you drop back 5 places. Bergsma found that in race 1. Wicklander, Obradovic, Kohonen. Britton looking on the outside of Kohonen. And carry the pace through. Keep Kohonen there. Oh, wing on wing. That's just allowed Wicklander a little bit of a gap up front. Look at that. He's got nearly a second now over Obradovic. There's all the guys behind battle. You can still see at the back there, Mukkonen in 11th. He's managed to get past Jim Britton, but he's still hanging on there. Schmedegaard and Dordt's in close company. But up front, the battle for the podium spots is all action. Obradovic in second there, side by side, as they have been for a while, Britton and Kaspering. Kaspering manages to somehow get through there, through curb and sausage. He finds himself now up to 4th. All behind. That's Jim Britton. Behind Mukkonen and Guerra. And Bergsma. Look at the train. It's horrific. Wicklander, Obradovic, Kohonen, Kaspering, Britton, Cassell, Barker, Arella, Bergsma, Guerra, Mukkonen, Jim Britton, Schmedegaard, Dorr. A bit of a gap in back to Fillingham in the DHL Audi. You can just see him with Koshikov in the background. But Mukkonen not having it easy as he tries to make his way back through the field. Starting 15th, remember, after his win in race 1. He's got Carlos Guerra in the sister Cyan car there in front of him. Jim Britton right behind him, nibbling back, weight off the back bumper. It's the battle for 3rd. Kohonen, Obradovic. Kohonen's going to look up the inside here into the penultimate corner. Obradovic says, no, you're not. Literally takes the front of Tom Kohonen's car off. Tom lives to fight another day. Kaspering, though, as he starts to pull a little bit away from Clive Britton there in 5th. Got nowhere to go as Kohonen blocks the route up the inside. Obradovic blocks the route on the outside. But Kaspering going to have to take the battle to Kohonen around the outside there. Kohonen's going to have the inside line into 2. Clive Britton's going to follow him through, hopefully. I'll say hopefully for Clive. And yeah, Kaspering gets shuffled out again. That's the risk. Go side by side. You do leave that line open on the inside there. Britton takes full advantage. Meanwhile, Wicklander away. Go on, Nicholas. Second ahead of Obradovic. Kohonen, Britton, Kaspering. Cassell, Barker, Arella. Bergsma up to 9th. From Guerra, Mukkonen, Britton. Schmedegaard 13th, David Dorr 14th, Fillingham 15th. It's all getting close at the back there as they all squabble. So that's Wicklander. You can see he's got about a second on the 4 cars, 5 cars, 10 cars behind him. Kohonen's going to have another look at Obradovic into turn 1. He might have this one done. No, Obradovic through. Kohonen slows through there, so that's going to give Clive Britton the inside. Go up to 2. Shove his way through. He does. Kohonen's going to try and keep it there for 3. Clive Britton says no. Kohonen says yes, but Britton's through. Now he's got Kohonen between him and Kaspering in 5th. There's a bit of a gap into... Well, I say a bit of a gap. There's not a gap at all. Kaspering desperately trying to get past Kohonen. He does so. Kohonen goes wide. And that's allowed Kaspering through. So Tom Kohonen, a bit of a mistake there. So Kohonen slips back to 5th from Cassell. Barker, Arella, Bergsma and Mukkonen all together there. Mukkonen up to 10th now. The 2 Cyan cars. Past Guerra. Go and have a look at Mukkonen. That's Arella. He's got Bergsma. You can just see him on his left-hand side there. Goes around the outside, he just slides, can't keep it there. So Mukkonen up to 9th, past Bergsma. And now on the back of Arella, remember those two had a bit of a battle Well, no, they didn't. It was oh God, it was Kasparek, wasn't it? Of course, in race 1. So Havel's going to have a look down into the final corner. Arella's going to make him bite the sausage, and they're going to go side by side up here. You can see Wicklander still leads. Obradovic starting to close him down now. Clive Britton forcing a pace from Kasparek and Kohonen. Arella still stays ahead of Mukinin. Look at that, Guerra, Smedegaard, Dorr, Britton all behind them. All squabbling over the minor places. Those guys finished up the grid in race 1, struggling at the back in race 2, as it always seems to happen in this series. Up front, Wicklander coming under some pressure now from Obradovic. As Nicholas shot his bolt, he looks to defend. Obradovic looks for the oh, he's braking late there. Wicklander's going to get down the inside. Nice driving. Nicholas Wicklander takes the place back. Clive Britton, the two alphas go side by side through the final corner. And Wicklander lives to fight another day. Just 10 more laps to go, Nicholas. Come on, son. Behind Bergsma. No, it's not Bergsma, is it? Sorry, that's Kasparek. My apologies. God, I can't keep up. I'm out of breath. Wicklander, Obradovic. Britton's going to have the inside line into 2 here. Obradovic, though, not having it. Stays ahead. Further back, Britton's now ahead of... where are we? There's Guerra and Britton. Sorry, a few names dropped. Started to move around on the timing sheets. I think it's fairly much as you were at the back there, just people squabbling for places. Nicholas Wicklander. A few of them go wide at the back there. I think that was Kasparek. Sorry, not Kasparek. Fucking hell, Mukinin. Oh, that's us demonetised. Well done, Husey. Wicklander leads another lap. Britton's going to have another look up the inside of Obradovic. He's not close enough, though. Britton's going to go really outside, though. They all go through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wicklander, Obradovic, Britton, Kasparek, Kohonen, Cassell, Arella. Mukinin up to 8th. This is the battle for 2nd. Well, it's a battle for the lead, let's be honest. It's a 15-car battle for the lead. Wicklander, Obradovic, Britton, Kasparek, Kohonen that we've got the camera on. Cassell just behind him. And Mukinin in the cyan car there. Starting to push his way through. Going to go up the inside there of Cassell. Mukinin makes his way up through. 6th now. Winner of race 1 up to 6th. Sorry, I'm just catching my breath before we start. 7 laps to go. Wicklander, Obradovic, Britton. Just lost a little bit of time there. And now Kasparek's under pressure from the guys behind him. Weaving a bit there. Goes into 2. Literally being shunted along. Kohonen is going to have a look up the inside of Kasparek here. It's going to make Kasparek go onto the gravel. Somehow, though, Kasparek gets more speed off the gravel. And now him and Mukinin, this is the battle I've been wanting to see, are going to go at it for 4th place. Kohonen struggling along behind there. Up front, Obradovic being challenged by Britton, both behind Wicklander. Britton again trying into turn 1. Oh no, don't hit Nicholas! They didn't. But Britton and Obradovic are going to go down to turn 2 side by side. Kohonen's going to have Mukin's going to have a look at Kasparek. God, sorry. I'm trying to get 100 words out in 5 seconds here. It's really difficult. Wicklander, Obradovic, Britton. Kasparek there being challenged by Mukinin. Mukinin literally on the grass as Kasparek desperately tries to defend into here. Mukinin needs to pull out of that. He doesn't. Kasparek's going to have to defend up the inside into the first corner here. Still, Wicklander leads. Obradovic still 2nd. Britton still 3rd. Here we go into turn 1. We thought it would get a bit leery, and that's what it has. They're going to go side by side now through 2 and 3. Moving up the inside. Can Kasperik keep it there through 3? I think he's going to. He is. That's going to push Mukinin onto the gravel again. Oh, wow. Side by side. Meanwhile, Clive Britton as well, side by side with Rob Bradovic. This is epic. Look at even behind, the racing behind. There's so much to watch. Oh no! Rob Bradovic goes wide at the final corner, and now he's in the clutches of that battle between Kasperik, Mukinin. Com Kahonen's up there as well now. This is all going to end in tears. It doesn't, not this lap anyway. Clive Britton desperately tracing down Nicholas Wicklander. Bradovic in 3rd. Kasperik in 4th. Kahonen's got past Mukinin now for 5th. Mukinin 6th. Cassell back up to 7th. Arella has got past Cassell for 7th now. It's all changed round. Nicholas Wicklander though. Come on, son. 4 more laps to go. Honan and Mukinin behind, still going side by side, and Mukinin gets past somehow. That Lincoln code just seems to bounce off every curb. And up front though, Clive Britton, Nicholas, come on Nicholas. Oh no, poor old Nicholas Wicklander. He's led for most of that race and now gets swallowed up by Clive Britton, but it's not all over. Wicklander's going to go on the outside here. No, Britton is through. And the dodgy tactic seems to be working for Clive Britton as he leads race 2 now with just 3 laps to go. Wicklander on 2nd. Kasperik and Mukinin now. The battle is for 3rd. Further back, Jim Britton down there in 12. Look, there's still 2 Renaults there. Finished 2nd and 3rd. Jim Britton finished 4th in race 1. And they're all still struggling back there. 11th, 12th, 13th respectively. Look at Bergs were back there as well. Wow. But now Britton leads on Wicklander. These 2, Kasperik and Mukinin as well. I want to be in some kind of chat room with them 2 later. These 2, the sharpest elbows in RRLeagues, I would say. But guess what? Mukinin through to 3rd. Poor old Nicholas Wicklander is about to feel the wrath of Pavel Mukinin. And a rather desperate Mikhail Kasperik. Racing all the way through, right to the back of the field here. Mukinin managed to get through past Mukinin, past Mukinin again. They're going to go up to turn 1. Mukinin. Kasperik defends. Mukinin trying to jerk around to get a room. Doesn't happen. Oh, Nitch gets a drive-through penalty for a warning, ignoring the slowdown warnings for the track cuts. Wicklander though still in 2nd, being hunted down by the big boy of Kasperik and Mukinin. Come on Nicholas, hold 2nd. Clive Britton though, he's going to win. If he stays on this, he's going to win race 2. Comes across, oh look at that behind! That Obradovic, I think it was. But Clive Britton wins race 2. Nicholas Wicklander, great job from him. Finishes in 2nd. Kasperik and Mukinin finished like that 3rd and 4th. Obradovic 5th. Kahonen unfortunately finished in 6th. He was side by side with Mukinin and Kasperik all the way through those final few laps. Varela 7th. Cassell 8th. Guerra, Barker, Dorsch, Medegaard. Jim Britton only 13th. Bergsma only 14th. Koshikov managed to get only 15th. Cy Fillingham 16th. Damien Janssen, well, those are baptisms of fire. Welcome to our league, son. He's in 17th. Binnesley 18th. Remember, he finished 2nd last week. That's the quality of the field. Pavlicek 19th, Lecken 20th. Remember, he won last week. Ryan Leach down there in 21st after that drive-through penalty. Matty Clark down there in 20th. 22nd rather. And Travis Rodriguez brings up the rear in 23rd. But honestly, being anywhere near that field today is a achievement itself. So well done to Travis there. May have been at the back of the field, but my God, what a race. Oh, do you know what? I'm out of breath. I'm absolutely fucked. We're demonetised already. I don't care. That was absolutely knackering. Clive Britton wins race 2 from Wicklander. Great performance from Nicholas Wicklander there. Tried his heart out, but couldn't do what Marcel Lecken did last time out. Third was Kasprink. Fourth was Mookanen. Those two went at it hammer and sickle for the last 4 or 5 laps. And Obradovic was there in 5th. Oh. Scandinavia next time out. Bit of a longer track than that roller coaster of Red Bull 52-second job. And then look at that. 2 weeks' time. Big long endurance race around the Nordschleife. That's going to be epic to watch. I've got a few corner names to learn. I know the track off by heart, but I'll be honest, I don't know the corner names. That's a different thing entirely, if you know. Oh. If you enjoyed that, which I'd be surprised if you didn't, don't forget, give us a thumbs up, like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That would be awesome. Don't forget. Hey, Potato Man, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
These dodgy tactics of like, oh, my internet died and I've got to start from the back of the field. Man, it won't be long before everyone knows that story.
Yeah, it was all part of the master plan.
I know. It won't be long before everybody else knows as well.
Geez, that was tasty, wasn't it?
I've got to be honest, mate. I was cheering for Nicholas all the way there. When you got past him, my heart went out to Nicholas Wicklander. That could have been his first win in RRLeagues, and you nastily took it off him at the end there.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Nicholas. but I saw red. That whole race was just. I saw red. My elbows were out. The wing mirrors were gone. There was no paint left on the car. That was.
I've got to be honest, mate. I'd love to be the body shop manager after that race. Everywhere through the field, I didn't know what to watch from you, Pavel and Mikkel going at it behind. Tom Cahonan was involved in it as well. And then even further back, like happened in race 2 last week, the guys that finished second and third, David Dorr and Magnus, again finished down 12th, 13th. Andre Bergsma, Jim Britton, those lot were all fighting it out for the win in the first race. It's manic down there at the back of the grid, isn't it?
It was absolutely mental. But I didn't see anyone spin. I don't get punted off. I don't know if it happened or not, but to be racing that close and to be like sharing body parts and stuff like that, I think it was pretty good. I hope that I wasn't a bit too argy-bargy. I did get my elbows out. I think you had
to be on that. I think it became quite clear early on that if you wanted to get past anybody on that track, you couldn't really be. You had to lose your airs and graces and get your elbows out because there was no really way through unless you pushed.
Yeah, it was a bit. It was pretty intense. Okay, all right.
Tom Cahonan's just joined the chat. Tom, it's Clive's in here as well. Do you have a chat with him and explain what happened in there?
Oh, it was so intense.
It was pretty intense, man. I think you have a lot of my paint in your car, anyway.
Yeah, someone has to share a replay from race 2 because the game crashed again after race 2.
I will. Anyway, don't worry.
Yeah, but okay, I really want to have a look at the start there because it was. I made a fantastic start in race 2, and then I don't know if it was Rick Binnersley or somebody that I somehow came together with a little bit, and then I don't know if it was by his own power he got into first corner and his car flipped over or something.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I did see. I think it was Rick. Yeah.
I must admit, two hearses left the track in race 1, Cy Finnegan being in one of them. So both of those flipped over in race 1. So it wasn't exclusive. But yeah, you're right. Rick was at the back of the field after the first lap in race 2. So I think it was Rick at the back there.
And those track limits were tough as well.
So where would you use the slowdown there? Because obviously
I was lifting off a tiny, teeny weeny bit along the straights, and that was enough to get rid of it. If I did it over the kind of back straight and the main straight, just lift off the tiniest bit, it was enough to cancel it out for me.
Because so many of you were running wide, I thought you would really struggle with your slowdowns.
Yeah.
Go on, Tom.
Yeah, if I can jump in there, yeah, more or less, it can always just help with just to do a lift and coast. I mean, like you're going a little bit earlier, and then the penalty is almost over.
Didn't Raceroom get really clever with that though, and said that the further you get into the corner or the braking area for the corner, the more it would not take that time off your slowdowns?
I noticed that as well. Like that's why I was doing it along the straight, because that's where I saw the most effect of the lift of the slowdown. There's Nicholas there.
Nicholas Wickland is in chat. He hasn't got his mic on, so turn your mic on, Nicholas. There we go. I've got to say, mate, I was cheering for you that whole race. I tried to take the pressure off you. I wasn't following the stream with you, but I had to say, you were at the front of a 22-car train, and you did so well, mate, until that nasty Irishman, Mr. Britain, took it off you. Oh, he's not talking.
A lot of people has problem with the microphones.
Yeah, never mind. But fair play, Nicholas. If you can hear
us.
Yeah,
well done, Nicholas, man. You did great.
Well done.
And
Bra jobbat,
decent,
as we say in Sweden.
Decent podium there, mate. You could have had the win as well. But yeah, sorry, going back to the slowdowns then. Yeah, I thought the deeper you got into the corners, the more it didn't affect your slowdown. So, I mean, like I say, I saw so many of you going wide, I thought it would be like all being solid up on the straights, but it just seems, this race just seems to flow so well, I have to say.
Yeah, it was incredibly good fun, and it was like claustrophobic at times almost.
I mean, race one.
I found my push to talk button. So
there we go. Well done, Nicholas. Good for you to join us, man. Congratulations on that. That was epic performance, mate. Well done.
Thank you. It was really hard to defend all the time, but I guess it was almost good enough to win. But Clive was better.
You're the first loser, mate. That's the way to look at it.
Yeah, I'm super happy. I was thinking before the race I would be happy if I could stay in top 10, because it's so stupidly close.
Yeah, it was pretty mental there. I mean, you did so well throughout all of it. I was egging you on all the way, and I'd say just got swallowed up there by Clive at the end, but epic performance, mate. You've done fantastically.
Yeah, it was great defending, Nicholas. I didn't actually think I was going to get past you, and I didn't think Boki was as well, only he made a mistake.
God, you and Boki were battling a bit, wasn't that? It was mental to watch.
Yeah. And only he made him. I think he went wide on the last corner, and if only for that, I don't think I would have got past him. And then I saw Pavel coming up behind, and I was like, all right, here we go. But then he met Mikkel.
Well, Tom, you got involved.
Mikkel's a hard man to get past.
Tom had a bit of battle with Pavel and Mikkel at the end there as well, didn't you, Tom? You were right in the middle of that.
It was a lot of people. It was not only me. It was not only them. It was Clive was part of it for a while. It was
Ralph in there as well, I think, wasn't he, as well?
Yeah, Ralph, Gerasimos. It was...
I was so happy to see you all fighting when I got in front, and just because I was like, oh, thank God, I don't have to look for a while.
Did you have to close your? Did you want to close your eyes? So
I had to stop looking at the mirror, like, because I was just like, okay, they're all just going to like take care of themselves, hopefully.
Also with the Colin, he was in a good position. He was trying almost for a dive bomb when I was behind him. Like I said, I made a fantastic start, and I was. He could have almost maybe helped me a little bit, but he has this championship. He has been. Colin. He has been free to fight, so it's nothing weird. So it was. Did he finish 10th, Colin?
I'm not sure. There's so much to watch, mate. I can't remember. I know he was battling really well in race one. I've got to be honest. The two of you were at it all the time. So, but God, yeah, it was such a good race to watch. I'm going to have to watch this. Normally, I can know what's happened, but I'm going to have to watch the stream back myself tonight to see what happened at the back of the grid because, like I said, race two, it was happening all the way through the field. That was just a great watch.
Yeah. Speaking of that, actually, I might go watch it myself and.
Please let me join.
You had a commentator.
Clive, please let me join.
Yeah. No problem, Tom. Yeah.
Once again, guys, if you're watching this, the guys in the chat at the moment, everybody else, that was another performance that it makes RRLeagues proud. Honestly, there was no nothing there that was out of order. It was just really intense racing, and something that just shows you how good you guys are at your pace. You're all about the same kind of pace, and it's so good. I've got to admit, it's just brilliant.
Great stuff. I'm glad to hear that.
Brilliant.
Looking forward to listening to you, Martin.
Yeah, I'm just keeping you, mate, so you can get smellier and smellier, because I know you're a bit sweaty, aren't you?
I am a lot.
I'm glad your internet held out tonight as well. That's the main thing, mate.
Yeah, it was great fun. I got to see plenty starting from the back as well. You know.
Yeah, it was a good climb through the field you did there, wasn't it? You did all right.
Yeah, didn't do too bad. Didn't do too bad. I was pretty happy. While I was sitting in the pits, I saw a lot of people speeding, so that's going to be fucking addressed. I'll tell you that much for nothing. But yeah, it was good fun anyway. Yeah.
So yeah, congrats to you, Clive. Congrats to Nicholas as well for finishing second. That was an epic performance, mate. I'm sorry you couldn't get your win there. And Tom,
Thank you.
Tom as well. Nicholas. Great driving as always, mate. Great to see you getting involved. And thanks for joining us mid-race as well. That was epic for you to come and talk to us. That was good.
Yeah. I was joining the race one. It was it was like very epic to to go like top 10 and then talk for a few seconds and then they go to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, it was nice.
Good to have you all with us, mate. And you'll go and get your showers now. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
so,
Martin.
No worries.
Thanks, lads.
Bye.
Bye.
So there's all your drivers there in the racing. Good to hear from them. Don't forget, on Wednesday we've got the 5th round of our. Oh, let me just put it up. In fact, let's do this series first, shall we? Scandinavia in a week's time on Sunday. Obviously, you don't want to miss that, so come and join us for that. And then I say in a fortnight's time, the series finale at the Nordschleife. That's going to be a fantastic watch. I'm really looking forward to that one. And then, of course, we have our ACC Championship, which runs on Wednesdays. Here we go. Last race out, Paul Ricard. This time we're around Bathurst on Wednesday in Australia. The mental trap round the mountain. Come and join us for that 90-minute race round there, and then that I'll say in a week's 10 days time. That's going to end at Brands Hatch around the GP circuit there for that endurance race, 2-hour race in those GT3 cars. So join us on Wednesday for that. Remember, guys, if you haven't liked the video already, please give us a thumbs up and remember to subscribe as well. And now I'm going to leave you to the rest of your evening. Thanks as always for spending your time with RRLeagues. We do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed your evening. I've got to admit, I enjoyed that. I'm absolutely shattered, knackered, breathless, but I wouldn't spend my evening any other way. That was brilliant. And again, appreciate your time spending it with us as well. So I'll let you go on with the rest of the evening. I'll stop waffling. Thanks again as always, and I'll see you on Wednesday hopefully for the GT3 Championship from Mount Panorama. Meantime, take care and we'll see you soon. Bye now.